Morning. Today is my wife's actual birthday. I know we've been going to her birthday party. This is the actual day. Just got done moving the camper and everything back. Got a package in the mail yesterday. Let's see what Mrs. Brown's getting for her birthday. This video is being sponsored by Simply Safe. So Kayla's getting a security system for her birthday. Do you feel simply safe now?
I feel simply old.
Oh, okay. So Simply Safe reached out and asked if we'd be interested in working with them, and we really seized the opportunity because, especially with harvest going on right now, I'm not here a lot of hours of the day. So it really make me feel better knowing that the wife and the kids at least have a security system in place. There are security measures around the farm, but this is it's just one extra step, and I like that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to get this installed since we have a rain day going on out there. I figured this is the perfect time to do it. What all we got there? What all we got there? Oh, man, we got
Smart lock.
Got a lock.
Camera.
Ooh, cameras.
Motion detector thing. Water detector.
Water detector.
These are all magnetic. It says entry.
Oh, okay. So we put these in the doors.
These are all entries. See, another motion. Freeze.
Oh, so that thing in the freezer.
Keypad.
Okay. Guessing we do some keying there. It's like the remote.
Fobs, I'm guessing.
Oh, we'll lose these for sure.
Base station.
Ooh.
Carbon monoxide. Smoke detector.
Beep, 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 beep. Smoking.
I'm excited about the video doorbell. It's probably my favorite.
Yeah, that's going to be pretty cool.
And a yard sign.
The kids will destroy that. So the first step we have here, according to our setup guide, is getting our base station set up. It says to put that in the middle of your home, so that's what we're going to do. One thing I'm really liking about the Simply Safe system, just looking it over real fast, there's no contracts involved in it, which is pretty cool, and it's very versatile, so you can place sensors wherever you think you need them. I like that because I haven't mentioned this yet. Sometime in the near future, Mrs. Brown and I have been wanting to build a home, a different home than we live in now, so we could take this system with us. We both like that. So, you know, maybe this time next year, we'll be moving this security system to a new location. Ooh, it's lighting up.
Welcome to Simply Safe.
Well, that's polite. Okay, I guess we just have to plug that in. That's plugged in. That's where we're going to keep it for now. Maybe we'll move that later, but for now, that's where it's going. See how many times the kids take it and run away with it, and then after that, we'll decide where we need to keep it. All right, so our keypad, it says to install by your main entrance. Since we have a bunch of little people that like to play with things, we're going to put it up fairly high. Maybe they won't be able to reach it for a year or two. So this thing is just adhesive, this bracket that the keypad is armed in, and then you can pull the keypad out of that bracket. So let's get it stuck up on there, and then we'll continue. So we've got our adhesive backings ready to go, and so I can reach those real well, but hopefully the small people can't. So now we can just pull this off the wall. The bracket stays there. It looks like there are holes to drill into the wall if you need to. Hopefully we won't have to do that. Over here in our directions, let's install some motion sensors. We got our Wi-Fi connected. That was pretty simple. Now it looks like to connect this motion sensor to the system, press button on a test device and name it. So we hit the test button.
Motion sensor detected.
Got it.
Now choose a name.
Here the base station. Found it. Yeah, we're gonna go with living room because we're putting this motion sensor in our living room.
Motion sensor named.
So that's pretty cool that the base station talks to you through that whole process. I think we're ready to install this one. This also has an adhesive backing, so it did come with some actual hard mounting screws, but we're just going to use the adhesive backing for now. As per instructions, we installed that 4 to 5 feet off the ground, and then it will shoot over this whole area, and we're covered. Okay, so we're finishing up our install. I got our camera mounted in our living room. That is a live feed right there. I can see my son eating a bag of candy he's not supposed to be eating. Dax. Pretty cool. In that app, I was able to go ahead and activate the system. You can choose different plans. There was 3 plans. One of them was free. It was just a local system that way, though. So basically, you were just getting an alert if someone came into your house. And then there were 2 other plans. One was 50 cents and one was 83 cents, depending on what you wanted out of this. But basically, for 50 cents a day, you get a fully functional security system. But pretty cool stuff. I'm really liking the live camera. Because with all these little people in this house, we can place those cameras around the house. We'll be able to monitor what they're doing on our phones. That's pretty nice. Because little people like to get into mischief. All right, we do have all of our sensors installed. I did test the motion sensors, but the baby is napping right now, so you're just gonna take my word on it. But we're gonna test out the water sensor now. It's not quite as loud as the motion sensors. Just hold it right here over the sink. Oh, I can hear our base station telling us that there's water. Let's put this right here.
Water sensor triggered.
Now you put in your PIN code, which you guys can't see, and that will disarm the sensor, or disarm the alarm that you're getting. All right, I think that pretty well finishes it up. Oh, one more thing. And that finishes it up. Don't worry, you guys aren't fired. Well, that was a pretty simple install. That took maybe 35-40 minutes, so pretty easy to do, but now we're gonna see if we can get something done on the farm. Hey guys, if you would like more info on a Simply Safe system, head over to simplysafe.com/Brian's Farming Videos. Now, even though it's Mrs. Brown's birthday, we do have some work to do. We didn't get a whole lot of rain. It more or less just misted. So we are going to try to broadcast some more wheat. Dad's down there broadcasting it right now. And I'm going to turbo it in with the Turbo Max. So just getting to the field here. BJ's got the locking pins in this thing. That's odd. But here you can see the wheat coverage we got. Just like the last time, we were going to double turbo this. Go over it twice. So let's pull our pins and get to it. Here's Dad's patch job. One thing about these Turbo Maxes, these baskets, they'll drag, bend these bolts, and they hang down. It happened to this one, so Dad decided to chain it up, and hey, it ain't dragging now, so we can keep using it. Now, one thing we have to do is adjust the depth. Just like the last time we did this, as per our agronomist's orders, we are going as deep as we can go the first pass. And as aggressive as we can go with the angle. This is a gauge for the angle of the blades. Right now they're at 5 degrees. I will turn it to 6 degrees. That will turn this gang, right? You can make this gang completely straight, or you can angle it. We're going to angle it 6 degrees. It's going to throw more dirt, move more dirt, just be a little bit more disruptive, agitate that soil a little bit. The idea is here we want to incorporate our wheat as deep as we can go the first time, and 4 inches the second time. According to the agronomist, that should put most of our wheat right where we wanted it. There goes Dad in the spreader. Like I say, he is spreading. I think he might have just single spread it instead of double spread it. This field, we just harvested it yesterday. We really didn't expect to even get a chance to plant it. It was just kind of well, we want to plant it. If we get to okay, if not okay. Just kind of getting rid of the last of the wheat that we had left. So we're doing this, trying to get done for this next rain. Looks like it's going to rain for 3 days, so hoping to get this in and be done with it. Got him bouncing around in there. Well, he's done with this, so let's go over it. In the previous video, I had a lot of comments on, why are you doing this? This seems slower. This doesn't seem as efficient because we're going over the field more. And it is. The main reason we want to try this is at some point, our drill is going to either need to be upgraded or a lot of money put into it. We already have a tillage tool. So what we were thinking is maybe if we were only doing like 100 acres of wheat, this would be a viable way to put our wheat in the ground. So that's kind of why we're experimenting with it. So far, I'm not entirely sold on it because it does take a lot of time. BJ did 30 acres, and between Dad and him, there was like 4 hours in those 30 acres. That's a lot of time for 30 acres of wheat. So I'm not entirely sold on it. One thing that would help speed the process up, if we were doing this full time, like this was the way we were putting it in the ground, we would blend our fertilizer with it. Right now, Dad is just spreading wheat. He's not spreading fertilizer. So a lot of people doing this method will spread their fertilizer with it. That would eliminate a trip through the field for the fertilizer spreader. That would be nice. Plus our fertilizer would be getting incorporated into the ground with the wheat. I can see some benefits there. Another thing, our agronomist says that this method actually is a little bit better for the wheat as far as frost protection because there's not as much airspace for the frost. Just driving down through here. This is our home farm. These are the woods that I grew up hunting in. And man, it sure is pretty this time of year back here. As weird as it sounds, we usually get so caught up in harvest, I usually don't even notice the leaves changing. One day I come out and they're all gone. So sometimes I try to actually notice stuff like that. And yeah, it's a beautiful area. That's probably one thing I miss most about being a kid, was getting to do stuff in the fall other than like harvest, like Halloween, hunting, being in the woods. But don't get me wrong, I really love what I do. So for now, we're just gonna take her all in and go back and forth. Back and forth. We're skipping every other pass just because it's easier to turn that way. We've already went all the way over across the field. Now we're going back over and filling in. Plus it looks cooler. I think Dad is going to do some turbo tilling. Tonight is Kayla's birthday, like I say, so I think he is going to come run the Turbo Max. So Kayla and I can go eat some dinner. But he doesn't know how to run one of these 1038s, so he's going to get a quick lesson from me. This should be entertaining. Alright. Yep. Okay, so hit. I got moving. I just sit back, there's a delay programmed in it, so after 1 second it drops the implement, and then 3 seconds later it hits cruise.
Oh, okay. So just sit back, take it easy, yeah?
Well, you can bounce around in here.
First time I've drove it.
Dad doesn't drive at 1038s much. In fact, a couple years
They won't
ago,
let me drive.
I think it was the first year we had this one, we had it on the cart because his tractor was broke down. And I got a very angry, or he's getting a little biblical actually, phone call wondering how in the working word you engage the PTO in this.
Angle, really?
He's growing up so fast. BJ, we probably lost one of the 1038s. I guarantee you one of them's planting corn next year. Hi, Hans. Even right here, you can still see some of that wheat. Leave Dad's gator right here at the shop for him. That German Shepherd will still be there when Dad gets here. Dad drops this gator off out here at the beginning of the day. That dog stays there all day waiting on him. I would say he's just a loyal dog, but I think more than anything, he just likes the gator. Back down we go. Forgot my cell phone. Can't do that. All right, guys, this is the day after Kayla's birthday. As you can see, we've got some rain. So if you've been watching the channel, I'm sure you have seen in the background from time to time that. I said a couple videos ago we would talk about it, and we have not, so I figure this is a good time as any to look her over. Look at that, ain't it pretty? That is a 1042 Fendt. This is a brand new tractor. This tractor is here, well, because of you guys, but also because of the crop tour plot. We are going to do a tillage study in that plot. Like I mentioned, when that chisel plow got here, there's some other things coming. They brought this Fendt to pull this sunflower 6631 vertical tillage tool, as well as that chisel plow. I'll be a little bit overkill on that chisel plow, but yeah, here she is. This is a, like I say, a sunflower 6631 vertical tillage tool. I have no experience with sunflowers vertical tillage tools. Don't know a lot about it other than just looking at it real quick when it came. I would imagine it's going to throw more dirt than our Turbo Max, just the way the gangs are angled and the concave of that blade. One thing I do like, hydraulic down pressure on these baskets. That's something we always struggle with on our Turbo Max. And it has a hitch so you could pull like a cedar or something like that if you were trying to put cover crops down with this. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about this tractor. This thing is spec'd a little bit different than we would get one. Like for example, it's got 900s and 700s or 710s. Tire wise, it's not on duals, it's on, you know, big tires. That's a little different for us. Kind of looks pretty cool. Let's climb up in this thing. I haven't even been in this yet. I was combining when they brought it and just haven't climbed up in it yet. not a whole lot different than the 900 I planted with. So many hours. This one has 6 hours on it. So yeah, this is not a whole lot different than the 942 I planted with. This is a 1042, different series of tractor, bigger frame. This is basically the same as our 1038 Challengers, same frame, same engine, different color hood. A couple other options are different. That's pretty much it. Doesn't look like much has changed in here. Yeah, looks pretty much the exact same. Once again, to check what kind of screws our 1038's have. Maybe that cup holder will be mine, or maybe that phone holder will be mine. Not a whole lot different in here. Am pretty curious to see how the 1042 pulls. See if I can tell a whole lot of difference between it and that 942. But the only thing I did with that 942 was plant, so we'll see. Yep, that's why this is here. As much as I wish we were keeping this tractor or keeping it for a while, this will be going back probably next week once we get done with those tillage plots. So that's the reason it's here. There is some more stuff coming, so make sure you guys subscribe to the channel and like the videos. That way you tap that notification bell also. That way you don't miss out on, you know, the other cool stuff we got coming for this plot. But thanks for watching, guys. Like I say, a lot of these demos are coming because of you guys. It really means the world to me that you guys follow our channel, that you guys watch, comment, like, all that stuff. It's really cool. I never expected it to go this far whenever I started filming YouTube videos. And yeah, it's been really fun, so thanks. But that's it for this one, guys, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.